outfit of the day is just a desperate need to dress up, desperately. So you may have seen my stories, and I had featured this dress. I said that I bought this dress online from Zara, and it came with a pair of pants to go underneath. And I really, really loved it. And I put out a poll saying, you know, what do you think? And a lot of you said it just looks like you're in pajamas and a robe. And I ended up sort of umming and ahhing because of the response, and then I missed out because they were all sold out in my size. I do have a problem with Zara pants anyway, and they likely would not have fit well. You know, they're just terrible sizing and it's terrible shapes. So maybe it just wasn't meant to be, and I'm fine with that. But I did want to say that I think it's really easy to get caught up in how shops and designers and merchandisers actually style things, and that the way they had styled this with the pants did indeed look like the girl was off to bed. But I think adding these things in a certain way with other elements and other accessories and styling them a certain way can really make for a totally different look. So I do think I could have styled this with the pants, and you'll see in one of my other recent IGTV that I do just that with an actual robe and pants that look fantastic and that I would absolutely wear out in public. So yeah, so anyway, wasn't meant to be, but I wanted to show you what the dress is like anyway if you're considering getting it, and I'm sure it's going to go pretty quickly because it's really beautiful. It's a satin. It has this sort of interesting slit sleeve here, which makes it nice and cool and breezy for summer. It is quite low. You can see it's still quite cold here in Canberra, so I have you know, a little t-shirt on underneath. So it's coming down quite low on me here. And it does have slits, but they're not too high. They come up just at a spot that I would wear. And you'll see here I've got this fabulous tied on underneath. It's actually a, what do you call it, a fishnet, but in white. Can you see that there? And it's just fabulous, and it's just that nice little special glimpse when you walk to wear a really cool fishnet or a patterned tie underneath the dress. I think it works gorgeously. And you know me, I love to lighten things, so I've added white boots. I've added to some gorgeous bangles. They're just a wooden bangle from Zara, and I have a fabulous big hoop on and not really much else. I think a great necklace would look sensational with this to lift it, but with these huge earrings I wouldn't bother. The only problem that I have with this dress, which I will fix, is that the split at the front is awfully high. Can you see that? It's awfully high, like my crutch is here, you know? So I think that that's great if you're young and have fabulous legs, or if you're older and have fabulous legs and are comfortable, that's fine. But for me, it's just too high. So what I actually do with seams like that is I bring them together, and I can just show you with this sleeve, and I actually bring them together like this. Can you see that? And then what I do is I actually just overstitch the back so that that lies flat. The two seams lie flat against each other. Does that make sense? So essentially I'm just bringing it in like this, and then I'm overstitching the back side, very, very tiny little stitches, and it will hold that really beautifully, and I'll probably take it down to about my knee. So there you go. That's the dress. I'm okay without the pants, and I did end up buying something else anyway, which I'll show you soon. I also wanted to talk to you about the belt. You can see I've just tied it in with the self belt, and I think it does work really nicely. But I thought I'd try it with an actual belt, and I've just brought a tonal one. I would probably wear a clear acrylic belt with this, just so that you could get that flow on from the dress and see the pattern. But you can see there with the belt, kind of makes it a little more day wear and less roby. And then with a bag, with this I would likely add tan. I think if I started adding too much more cream, it would end up just cray matchy. This is just a Louenhide vegan leather, and I just like that. You know, it gives kind of a bit of warmth to the outfit, and I just love the contrast. I could also do black. I could have a black collar neck underneath, a black bag, and I think that that would be quite nice, but it's just probably a bit too heavy for me for day. If I was wearing this at night in winter, I would put a black collar neck underneath for sure. But in the day, black just tends to get a bit heavy. I mean, you can see here, if I swap out this belt for a black belt, okay, and there it is with a black belt, and then with a black tote, I think it's still nice, but for me, I would not put black boots and a black skivvy with it, unless it was one of those really gorgeously bright wintry days and I was just feeling a bit more urban. I might go all black, but generally this is what I would do with the lighter colours. And I think that's the great thing. I know some people are hesitant about print, but I think that's that's the great thing about print, is that you can pick up on so many different hues and so many different shades, and having that beautiful black panel at the bottom, it just allows this bag to sing, you know, the little pops of black just work so gorgeously with it. And of course I could incorporate a lovely sort of raspberry pink knit over the shoulders, or you know, a blue bag. I have a bag in this colour actually that would go gorgeously with that. So why don't I just grab that and then I'm going. I've got things to do. So here you can see this gorgeous Oroton bag. How fabulous that looks with this outfit if I was going for a bit of a shop. It just picks up on the blue in the dress. And I also have a crossbody in a more muted blue that also works gorgeously. And remember, of course, that you can tie these gorgeous sashes around your bag for a little bit of added interest. You can also wind them around the strap of the bag, which looks very designer, sweetie darling. And complementary colours, like picking up colours in a pattern and adding little complementary pieces to them, also look really luxe. They look expensive. So around the handle of a bag, of course you could go totally rad and wear it as a headband. That's not going to happen. And in summer, if I wasn't wearing this lovely little t-shirt underneath, I might even add a little bit of a necktie there. And if you're like me and you have sun damage on your décolletage, sometimes adding a little necktie with lovely bare skin underneath just helps cover up, you know, the bits you don't like so much. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this dress, and yeah, if you're considering buying it, I hope that helps make up your mind, but I really love it. It's stunning and it makes me just so happy. That's what clothes should do for us. Okay, lots of love. Peace. I'm just about to film, but what is it? More news?
I'm just excited.
Okay.
I just need to get snack.
All right, Jumpy. Jumpy Roo.
Well, I told you.
I told you. I knew.